Little Faith. Tuesdays are a big deal. Tuesdays are pretty auspicious. All the days are associated with the deity, and Tuesdays come to be associated with Lord Hanuman. Lord Hanuman is believed to be himself an incarnation of Lord Shiva, who was sent to help overcome troubles laid in the path of Lord Ram, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Like million others, my parents visit the nearby Lord Hanuman temple every Tuesday. Sometimes I visit along. Today in the temple, I saw an elderly couple standing in the queue. Tuesday, everybody wants a dedicated time slot with Lord Hanuman. Naturally, there is a queue. There are bhajans being played on the speaker, and everybody is just humming along to them. However, there is one small child of around an year of age with the elderly couple. I'm not sure what made me do it, but I did become interested to watch the little child at play. For a few moments, the child kept standing in the queue along with the elderly couple, moving one step at a time. But then he grew bored. He started running to the right side of the temple where other deity temples were present. His grandfather, man from the old couple, went after him. He tried to bring the child back to the queue, but was unsuccessful. Finally, he lifted the child up and then took him to the other temples. The child seemed so happy, going in front of each idol and then joining his hands to a not so well formed but a cute namaste. That was not enough. Afterwards, the child got fascinated with the bells tied around the temple. He, now here we are assuming that it was a boy, one of the bells while being lifted by his grandfather. And then he wouldn't let his grandfather move anywhere else. He started going to each bell one by one and trying to ring it. Some were heavier than he was and wouldn't ring even when he tried to ring them with all his might. Then, when his grandfather would ring the bell for him, he would not be too pleased about it and kept pointing back to that bell so that he could ring it. It is not a big temple. The number of bells were also finite. When the bells were over, the child took notice of people. He saw how people went to the engraving of Lord Hanuman on the walls and kneeled before them and touched their foreheads to Lord Hanuman's feet. The child ran to the same place and did the exact same. He even made his grandfather do the same. When his grandfather tried bringing him back to the queue, he displayed the same kneeling action to his grandmother before running back again. This time, he saw a man circling around a tree. The child went as far as he could, but the tree was planted on land a step lower than the rest of the temple. The child did not know how to go down the step, and sensing danger, he did not just walk into it. This gave time for his grandfather to come and catch up with him. When his grandfather was taking him away, he kept looking back and pointing towards the tree. Now, back in the queue, he couldn't find anything else to interest him. He started running all around again. The grandfather had to then take him to the other side of the temple to repeat the routine of the cute namastes, bells, and the kneeling in front of the deities. This boy reminded me of a little girl I had met a while back. She must be maybe 6 months elder to this boy, for she could speak. She didn't know much words herself, but could repeat things being said to her. Her grandmother was a socialite who even indulged in a lot of religious gatherings and prayer meetings. The grandmother would often take this little girl along. We met over lunch with this family. Everybody was merrily chatting. When the little girl felt that she was not getting her due attention, she started singing the prayers. Most words were not clear, but the tune was. Her grandmother suddenly joined along and told us about how the little girl enjoys all those prayer meetings. The little girl had her attention back. She chuckled for a while and then concentrated her concentration elsewhere. Remembering both these children, I just think that most pure form of worship or faith comes from them. They follow their parents or elders in all such activities, folding hands before God, bowing their heads, singing prayers, or other activities. However, they do it just for fun and from their hearts. They do not demand anything back from God. As we grow older and start facing failures, discovering things that are not in our control, we start asking back for these same actions of faith. I truly believe that as we grow up, we start losing faith. To a small child, the elders say to bow before a God, and you shall be blessed. The child agrees and bows without any second thoughts. Then comes the first problem of your life, maybe small as losing your favorite pencil. Oh my god, my mother is going to be really very angry. Then, now, the child, a little older, starts praying. He lost the faith that the pencil would come back to him, and he also lost the faith that the mother might be angry but won't hurt her own child for a small pencil. With bigger problems, we slowly start losing faith on first people around us, and then we lose faith on ourselves. It is then we start asking for a good job, a bigger house, a good spouse, and what not, and why not? All these things that we ask for, we can achieve ourselves. A good job, I can study and find one. A bigger house, save and buy one. A good spouse, I can be a better person and find one. What I don't ask from God is patience, contentment, wisdom, and other virtues that truly are something where God should intervene. Now, I'm not saying that we are all bad people or selfish or greedy. I'm just here giving you some food for thought, just like I'd had some for mine. Someday, I wish I would be that child again. Visit a temple, bow in front of an idol, and say, I'm happy. No desires, no regrets, no worries, and some